I gotta do this so quick because my camera battery is dying. But hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Liveliketima, back at it again with another video. Today I have this aqua blue, sea green, neon green situation going on. I did a poll on my Instagram to see if you guys wanted a neon summer look or a pastel look. Everyone voted for the neon. This look is only primarily focusing on the eyes, and I show my lip color and probably my highlight, but the base makeup I did off camera. So I'm not gonna talk anymore, we're gonna just get right into the look. As I mentioned, I'm only going to focus on the eye portion of this makeup tutorial. So I'm just gonna dab that on, and then I'm going to pack it onto. I'm gonna zoom in. That's good. That's better. And I'm just gonna pat. The base is gonna be tacky so that the color can pop a little more. And we're going to start with. So I use this navy blue shade out of my Morphe 39A palette. I dipped into 3 different palettes for this look. Not ideal, but I don't have one palette that just is cohesive with what I was trying to achieve with this look. And I'm gonna use that shade and M506 Morphe brush. And I'm gonna start at my innermost corner. And if you need to just blend out that base again, it's very tacky and it will cause some creasing if you don't put any shadow on it. I'm going to start right here, and I'm just going to use circular motions to lay down that color. It's going to take a minute. You want to build up as much intensity as you like because you don't want to create a muddy mess. I'm using soft circular motions so that I'm not disrupting the base too much. You don't want to do windshield wiper motion because the base is tacky. It can cause skipping, something weird. I am going to wing this out. You don't want to get discouraged doing the look because it will all come together at some point. I know it looks crazy right now, but that's okay. So I've got most of the pigment laid down. I'm going to blend out that navy blue shade with this aqua blue shade from the James Charles palette. Like I said before, I had to use multiple palettes to create this look, but that's okay because I don't have one palette that just has all the colors that I need. Usually when I'm doing something of this colorfulness, I usually dip between palettes. And I'm just going to use a E17 brush from Morphe, and I'm just gonna start to blend a little bit. This look did take a minute. It is gonna take a long time to blend because the colors are pigmented. They're bright. You want to make sure that you have a seamless blend, nothing awkward or patchy looking. So just take your time. Again, you want to make sure that you're using small circular motions to blend out that darker shade and light pressure. So the further your hand is on the end of the brush, the less pressure. The closer you are, the more pressure you'll tend to put. You want to keep your hand more towards the end, using light feathery circular motions. It's starting to look like something. Now because I need a lighter blue to go on top of the aqua blue that we just put down, I don't have a lighter blue, so I'm just going to use a white shade, this white shade in the James Charles palette, and I'm going to use that to blend the second color that we just put down. And I'm going to use the same brush. I'm using the E17. I'm going to use that same brush to blend out the this crease color here. And it's just gonna make it a little bit lighter so that there's more of a gradient as opposed to just two colors. When you have most of the logistics down of this, the blending part, you could go back in, add the navy shade if it blended away a little bit, or the navy blue shade. Just play back and forth where you think you need a little more color, and that's what I'm gonna do. So that's what I did with this eye. It takes a little minute to get back and forth. I would say you would spend about 15-20 minutes blending. That could be a stretch, but I just want to take my time. So I'm just going to keep going back and forth with those shades and making sure that they're prominent the way that I want them to be. Once you're satisfied with the blending, it's time to cut the crease. I'm going to use a lighter base from P. Louise in the shade 0.5 because I want the aqua blue to pop a little more. And it's going to surely do that on a lighter, super lighter base. This is almost white in a sense. When it comes to cutting a crease, you do want to take your time. I don't rush this at all because if you mess up, that's the whole look right there. So you don't want to just do one big swipe across. You want to work in sections. And I do more of a stamping and quick pull motion. It's easier this way, so if you mess up, you didn't ruin the whole eye. You can still fix it. You can fix a smaller mess rather than a bigger mess. Make sure that you get it as even as possible. I know it's kind of hard working in small sections and trying to get your eyes to be symmetrical, but try the best that you can. Now that I have that base down, I'm going to go in with this shimmered aqua shade next to that second crease color that we used, and I'm going to place that on the middle of my lid. I'm not going to bring it all the way to the inner corner because that's where we're going to add this pop-up neon green. And when you're using pigments, it's kind of hard to layer them on top of shimmers. They tend to pick up and get patchy and all weird. I'm just going to use a flat shader brush for that. I'm just going to pack it on. Again, don't bring it all the way in because we're going to add that neon color there. Next, I'm going to jump into this Jaclyn Hill palette. Any white shimmer shade that you have would work. It doesn't have to be a whole separate palette. If you have a white shimmer shade, that's all okay. If you already have it in that same palette, cool. I'm going to use this and I'm going to layer it on top of the shimmer shade. Again, I'm not going to bring it all the way to the inner corner because I don't want it to get patchy. And it's just going to add a bit of dimension to the eye look. Going back in with the second crease shade that we used, and I'm just going to mesh the navy blue and the shimmer shade together right here where there's a line of demarcation from us cutting the crease, just so that we have a seamless blend all throughout the eye and no harsh lines. We're going to use this pigment from Helen E Cosmetics. I believe it's a UK brand. I don't want to tilt this over because it's loose powder. And this thing gets everywhere. So I'm just going to take a little more of that P. Louise base and just clean up right here so that the pigment has something to stick to because it could have dried down by this point. I am going to go through my base off camera, my foundation and everything, and we're going to come back to the eyes to finish up, do our lower lash line, add some liner, add lashes. So I'll be ready. So my base makeup is done. I put on my foundation. I put on my concealer, my contour bronzer. It's this fire truck. So now we're gonna do the under eye. Whoa. So we're just gonna repeat what we did on the top portion on the bottom. I'm gonna start with the darkest color, the navy blue, like we did, and that's gonna be closest to the lash line. Be careful, tap off the excess. And you want to drag it in about 75% of the way in. Then with that lighter blue that we used from the James Charles palette, we're going to blend out this darker blue and connect it with our top half. We're gonna go back in with that green and just work off the cap because this does have fallout and we don't need that on our face. And we're gonna just drag that here. So we have got the eyes done. Now at this point you can add a wing if you'd like, or you can do what I'm doing. I'm going to add liner to my lash line, but I'm not going to wing it out. Just to conceal the lash band, that's pretty much all I'm going to do. I'm using the Inglot gel liner in the shade 77. So I went ahead and added my lashes on. You can opt for blush or no blush. I'm going to put blush on, but like a nude kind of blush from my Morphe 8W palette. I'm gonna use this nude shade right here, like a mixture of these two. Not anything too bright. Now I'm gonna go in with my NYX lip pencil in the shade dark brown to line my lips. And to top it off, I'm going to use my NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Fortune Cookie. And a little bit of highlighter. Nothing crazy. I just used the excess highlighter in Pose from ColourPop, and I just used what was in the cap because I don't want too much of a highlight. So this is the completed look, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed everything about this eye look, this aqua blue. I'm really feeling it. I know that we're in quarantine right now, so our summer is pretty much canceled, but I hope that this look brought some brightness to you guys. And make sure that you hit that notification bell, subscribe, and like this video. Leave any comments down below of any videos that you would like for me to do, any new makeup tutorials that you would like to see. Remember, beauty is skin deep, and to always love yourself and others, and I will catch you in my next one.